We are together, and through this, we will survive.
Today we will be reviewing the Transformers Age of the Primes Heatwave. And first thing I just want to say is, man, that theme song to the show has no right going that hard for a kids show. I'm telling you guys, that theme song goes hard. It is so catchy, right? Anyways, who is Heatwave?
Heatwave is serious, brave, and disciplined. He's often by the book and struggles with adapting to Earth customs at first. He dreams of being a great leader like Optimus Prime. Over time, he becomes more comfortable working with humans and leading his team. Heatwave is assigned to work with Chief Charlie Burns, the head of the Griffin Rock Fire Department. He's the unofficial leader of the rescue bots, Chase, Blades, and Boulder. His primary role is firefighting and emergency response. Though he can be stubborn, he cares deeply for his team and the people they protect.
Let's get down to the actual review. Let's look at some of the details here. Here we have a closer look at the face sculpt, and I think that it is a great interpretation of the character that they're going for here in Heatwave. You do have a clear plastic window here, which is a separate piece from the solid plastic, so that's appreciated. You do have light piping here. You do have some yellow paint right here and right here. Right here, it's messily applied on my copy. Of course, you have the white stripe going on the rim of the clear plastic window here. You could always go over that with a marker if yours is scratched up or dinged up out of the box. You have a neatly applied silver paint here on the chest and torso. You have silver paint right here on his arms. His forearms. Right here as well. Right here as well. Right here as well. You got neatly applied silver paint here on the shins. You got no paint on the wheels here, but you could easily fix that with a silver Sharpie. His head is on a ball joint. Do full 360, moving down like that, move around like that. This does a full 360 at the bicep, bend at the elbow, 360 at the wrists, here at the waist, at the crotch part. You could bend 360 there. No ab crunch. You can move the thigh like that, but it will not do a full 360. You can Van Damme. He can kick this far up, but his belly gets in the way. This far back. Bend at the knee. You can move his foot like that. If you bend this, you can get it to move like that. You have that nice tilt. Before I forget, yes, he can T-pose. And that's it for articulation. Heatwave comes with this translucent axe and this translucent gun, which I guess is a water gun. He comes with the ladder But you do peg in the back of this guy right there. And that's all he really comes with. Okay, Heatwave's alt mode. I think it gets the job done. Is it perfect? No. It's okay. I mean, yeah, it's lacking paint. Mine has this horrible paint right here. It's not exactly, one for one the alt mode from the show. But that's the case with all the legacy figures, all the current generation figures that come from a different styling. You know what I mean? They're not one to one, but they're close enough. But it's neat. I mean, if you don't like it, you could go over with like a silver Sharpie, to do the inside of the rims. And Toy Hacks has a neat looking sticker set, decal set going on for this guy. But I think he's cool. He looks neat. Okay, for the weapon storage and vehicle mode, if you want to call them weapons, they're more like tools. This ladder right here tabs into the thighs right there. If you can see those tabs, they go right into the thighs. And then the ladder sits on top of the toes right here. And it slots exactly like that. Now for the actual weapons, the axe here. The axe pegs into the side of the truck right here on top. And this weapon does the same thing as well. And that's the weapon storage for the fire truck mode. Okay, so this is why I picked up Heatwave. Heatwave fits the aesthetic of these figures. Now, obviously, this is Transformers animated and then Transformers Rescue Bots. This doesn't belong to either of these technically, but as we all know, if you haven't seen the news recently and the releases from San Diego Comic-Con, he's going to be recolored and he's going to get a brand new head sculpt, and it's going to be Wreck-Gar from Transformers animated. But before that, I always felt like the design of this fits so well with these animated bots. And naturally, Chase fits that, and so does Heatwave. Like, if you didn't know any better, you would think design language wise that they all came from the same universe. But I like how cohesive they look visually, and that's why I had to pick up Heatwave, because I want to put them up in the shelf to display them to go along with, Optimus here and the rest of the gang. But that's why I picked Heatwave up, was mainly to fit this aesthetic. And as you can see, he's a pretty big guy. He's basically the same size as the Voyager animated Prime, maybe a little bit bigger. And he's bigger than Trashmaster. And of course, he towers over Chase, Prowl over here, and Bumblebee, of course. But yeah, that's why I picked up this guy, because it just looks great. For a size comparison in his alt mode, here he is with the legendary 86 Prime. And he's a pretty good size little truck. A Prime is a little bit longer. And then for a deluxe, I have my deluxe Transformers 1 Bumblebee. But yeah, I'm too lazy to transform anything else, but those are the vehicle comparisons for Heatwave. Okay, final thoughts here. Let's wrap it up. So, if you do not like the Legacy Bulkhead mold, do not buy this. But I will say, as far as mold degradation, he does not suffer from it. The shoulder joints are really tight on mine, but you could always break those in. You know, you just move the joint back and forth a bunch of times, and you eventually loosen up those joints, so that's not an issue. Its paint is decent. I wish there was paint on the wheels, but like I said, you can easily just go over that with a Sharpie marker. And I'm not a fan of the clear window, so I'll probably end up getting the Toy Hack set for that. Other than that, do I recommend the figure? Yes, I recommend the figure, especially if you want something to fit the aesthetic of your animated figures from, Legacy. Or if you want something to fit the aesthetic, with Trashmaster and of course Chase, this guy fits right in with that aesthetic. I think this is really neat. I think this is really good. He's worth the pickup, especially if you're a youngster who grew up on the show. Lord knows I didn't. I'm an old man compared to the people who grew up with it. But yeah, I recommend it. I give it, 2 thumbs up. And thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Don't forget to tell a friend. And remember, like I always like to tell you, smile because the strongest always smile. Them rainy days don't always last forever. Things will get better. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you in the next one.